money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick, even though he's small in stature. Some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bears and Bucs, you might recall, met in Tampa week 2 of last year, which was actually the first game for the Buccaneers after Hurricane Irma washed out their opener with Miami. And it was the Bucs who beat Mike Glennon in that game 26-9. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Following the interception, Winston. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Forced out to his left. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19. First carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Justin Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Winston now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the counter, here's Jones. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
This is Cohen. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Gerald McCoy forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run. This is Cohen. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And taken right at the 35. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I
thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and short yardage. Winston flushed out right. And Winston lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A first down throw for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Winston. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, Winston. Steps away to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. Yeah, 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. on second down. Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
18. Come on, gotta go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trubisky to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing. Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limp.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. And Winston lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Hey, 18. Hurry.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Hurry, hurry. Red, up.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now it's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Trubisky will throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Jameis on second down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 82 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of speed.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go play action. Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So out come the Bucs now. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Ready. Blue wave.
On 1st and 10, Winston drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Jameis now on 1st down. And Watson has it right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores. Trubisky
brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Let's go now.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Trubisky to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Here's Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Buccaneers,